Hello guys, today how about could Thanos defeat the Z fighters at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z? So what if it's dead? The last Infinity Stone was not owned by Vision, but instead Thanos had to go fight the Z fighters. Could Thanos survive? Basically? So yeah, we'll be seeing who would win. So the Z fighters versus Thanos. So we'll be using versus Battle Wiki for basically all of this here. And yeah, could Thanos survive the Sea Fighters? Could he survive? Because he has to fight, I think he could probably be, yeah, we're going to go over all of them. And yeah, and also Vegeta and Nappa will be there. Because it's at the beginning of Z, there, before they fight, they have to all team up and have to fight this guy who just appears out of nowhere looking for the stone. Or another one is that Thanos wants to get the Dragon Balls because he wants to wish for immortality or something like that. Like Thanos finds out about the Dragon Balls, then he basically wants to become immortal to live forever, which is so he can basically defeat the Avengers so easily. So yeah, we're using Thanos from the MCU, specifically the MCU Thanos, because then because the comic book Thanos will destroy them. Okay, even we can do Dragon Ball Super versus Thanos, but yeah, Thanos MCU version of Thanos. So Thanos, 60 higher with double bladed sword, same as before, up to 5A against celestial bodies with the Power Stone. Yeah, Thanos does have the Power Stone, so Thanos is actually large planet level against celestial bodies. Unknown with the complete Infinity Gauntlet, which Thanos does not have the complete Infinity Gauntlet. He has to get the last. He had the complete Infinity. He has 4 of the stones, but the last stone is in the Dragon Ball universe, and he has to fight the Sea Fighters. Thanos is, massively hypersonic. He casually reacted to attacks from all of the Avengers. He slowly reacted to Thor's lightning, but he still got hit. Can deflect repulsor rays as well. Caught Stormbreaker returning to Thor. Dodged Thor and Mania at him. Caught Captain Marvel flying at him. Threw his bow, and yeah, Captain Marvel would not stand a chance against the Dragon Ball universe. Just saying that there. Found Captain Marvel is not that strong. She's only Iron level, so there threw his broken sword as well. And yeah, we're going over higher the double bladed sword. But yeah, if we're talking about Thanos, does his physical strength without the Infinity Gauntlet, he's at least the Iron level. And yeah, if we don't have the Infinity Gauntlet, he would lose. In the battle, he would lose in the battle, basically because he is just Iron level. Basically, supposed to be far stronger than his children. And yeah, he overpowered for Iron Man and Captain America. And yeah, all he gets is the ladder after he attains Munio. And yeah, this is Thanos in Endgame where he doesn't have any of the Infinity Stones. And yeah, we got this is that, the higher of double bladed sword can deflect Stormbreaker and cut through Captain America's vibranium shield. As before, physically, the Infinity Gauntlet depending on size. Gamora say devours Power Stone. Has variable power based on the size of its target. Despite greater feats, the use of his gauntlet could match and overpower, but not one saw opposites on the same physical level. While the 5 stones, he could barely shield himself from a blast from the Scarlet Witch, who is powerful enough to slowly cut Space Thanos, and yeah, he against celestial bodies of the Power Stone, threatened to tear down the universe to his last atom, and remake it. Can ignore durability with many abilities. So yeah. Now we'll be going over Dragon Ball. Okay. So yeah, we'll be starting with the weakest of Z fighters first is Chaozu. So Chaozu, he's the weakest of the Z fighters, basically at the beginning of Dragon Ball. There, he is the weakest Z fighter. He basically won't really do anything. He's not really that useful. Basically, he'll try to do the same thing he did to Nappa and fail. But yeah, Chaozu is pretty weak. Ward's billion over weaker than Tien. At least Moon level should be no weaker than Yajirobe. Superior to pre-trained Goku and Piccolo. But yeah, Thanos with the 4 Infinity Stones would probably it probably won't really affect them that much. Zaozu wouldn't. I think it would be the same thing with Yamcha and Tien and Krillin. I think and Gohan could probably give Thanos a few hits when he gets angry at Thanos. When he gets angry, if he kills Piccolo, if he kills Krillin, if he kills any of the other characters. And then we could talk about Nappa. But yeah, I think, but Gohan's rage doesn't really last that long. We're going to be talking about Nappa now. So yeah, Nappa is far stronger. And also he would probably Thanos beat the Cyberman. We don't have to talk about Thanos versus the Cyberman. The Cyberman would lose, essentially. The Cybermen are basically like Raditz level, which is basically fodder in the Dragon Ball verse. Because Raditz is like the first villain in Dragon Ball. So yeah, small planet will fought all the sea fighters simultaneously and single-handedly defeated them. And Thanos with the Power Stone is planet level, so large planet level. So yeah, he was a knockdown Piccolo with one elbow strike. After calming down and focusing his energy, he gave Goku an even fight before he used the Kaioken. With Vegeta stating that he could have won if he kept his focus. And yeah, Thanos probably would have had to use the Power Stone to push away, Nappa, Dell, and then Dell, he would probably had to use the Power Stone to push away. And then let's go talk about Vegeta and Goku. Vegeta and Goku at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. So Goku at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. So the beginning of Dragon Ball Z Goku. So that at least be large planet level, on power of an early Piccolo who obliterated the moon in an explosion, as well dwarf style level, should be not foul, that foul who destroyed several planets in one blast, and the world's strongest was stated the guidebook would be slightly superior to post-Senkai Bardock, whose power level is said to be nearly 10,000. Higher with the Kaioken, so yeah, Goku would probably whoop Goku and Vegeta. They would probably whoop Thanos' ass and then go back, then fight. Then fight. I bet Vegeta would probably say, "Let me take care of this buffoon" or something like that, and or they'll probably just work together and just defeat Thanos so they can save like them enough energy or something like that. But yeah, Goku is dwarf style level, but both characters would probably easily defeat Thanos even with the Power Stone. But if he had a complete Infinity Gauntlet, this would be a different level because Thanos stated he can destroy Thanos could possibly be universal since he said he could use the Infinity Gauntlet to erase the universe and reduce it to atoms. Which if he does do that, then Goku and Vegeta are finished, basically right there. But with that about 4 Infinity Stone Gauntlet, Thanos, and also Thanos does have the time stone so he can, but I think even the time stone would wear out after a while. It would wear out after a while because Goku and Vegeta are just so far powerful. Dwarf style level versus large planet level. Because King Vegeta was able to casually destroy 3 planets easily. I wouldn't doubt that Goku would be able to do the same feat, using Kaioken. Vegeta especially being able to use the same feat, have the same feat as King Vegeta. And yeah, Vegeta is stronger than King Vegeta by the power levels. He has power levels like 17,000, which would probably still be higher than Thanos. And I bet a few of the other sea fighters would probably still be alive as well. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them were, as well. But yeah. And yeah. And yeah, Thanos would probably lose in this battle. If we're using comic book Thanos would destroy. No, actually, could do that. Comic book. Well, in this battle, we could do two battles then. So, comic book Thanos versus the Z Fighters at the end of the Tournament of Power. Well, actually, at the end of the board, well, yes, we'll be including Frieza. Because I think even Frieza would be scared of this guy. You know, because this guy is so strong. Okay, you know, this guy is so powerful. We're talking about Thanos from the Marvel Comics. With School Attack, of course, underestimated Thanos from the Marvel Comics. You know, and yeah, Thanos from the Marvel Comics. Here, we're gonna just get some of his feats here. Solar System Mobile constantly zone superior to the likes of Silver Surfer and 4. Universal after drawing the majority of the Cosmic Cube's power. World Complex Multiversal higher. He defeated multiple cosmic and aspect enemies, including Death, World Chaos, Master Order, and the Stranger, the one above all, the Celestial, and Galactus. This. Radiant sealed Eternity with the same ease. Use the gauntlet power that's limited to the user's imagination. Thanos is far powerful than Nebula and Adam Warlock, who could overpower said abstract entities. So yeah, Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet would probably destroy all Dragon Ball. Basically, he would probably destroy all of Dragon Ball. But Thanos without the Infinity Gauntlet, even then, it would still be universal puzzle. There. But yeah, that was yeah. All the Dragon Ball characters, even Zeno is just roll multiversal at most, basically, and all Thanos could just erase the Dragon Ball universe, essentially, of all the Infinity Stones. So he could just erase the entire universe, and I said, that's basically like screw you, I'm out here. Erase all because he was able to seal these abstract entities. So why can't he just do it to Zeno? Why can't he just do it to Beerus? Okay, he can basically do the same thing to the Dragon Ball villains, essentially. And yeah, that's basically it about this video. Goodbye.